Hey Zeus, there's my boy Wonder, Matt. You were wondering about the dogs. Zuby, what you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Big boy, big boy. Only 110 pounds. There's my three-legged Wonder. That's Ruby. She lost her leg 4 months. Sorry, 4 years, 3 months ago. Her rear leg's gone there. I bought a brand new Ford truck and the buttons are on the top instead of the side. She found the button and she fell out the window on the way down to the dog park. I've never been back to the dog park with her because I've learned a few things about dog parks. They say it's some of the worst places to actually bring your dog. And bad luck. So now I always keep the doors locked regardless if we're in the car or not. Okay, Matt, those are my dogs. Zeus, look here. You're on camera. That's it, shake it off. There you go. Okay, where's Ruby? What's Ruby doing over there? Yeah. Dogs are pretty strong, you know. She lose a limb. Even the day I got her back from the doctor hospital when I had their leg removed. I had no choice. It set me $4.5 grand back, but you know what? You commit yourself to an animal, you take care of it, and that's all there is to it, and that's what we did. Some people call me nuts. I call it my responsibility. I should have known better, and I wasn't even thinking about it, and this is what happens. But she's still as active as any other dog. The only difference is her balance is out a bit, and she can't run as fast as she used to, which for some people are probably a good thing. Anyway, there's my dogs. What is it, Zeus? What a boy, eh? Trying to make him lose a little weight. He's a little on the heavy side, but it looks like he's leaning out a little bit. Okay, let's get back on the subject. This is Dan with Dan's 30-foot Dory Build. The reason why I'm out here today, it's Sunday. The last couple of days over this weekend, what I'm showing here is a completely sanded port side of the boat. I'll just do a bit of a standoff here. Look at that. Now, this side was all primer. If you remember seeing my other videos, you can still see some primer along the edge. Now, the reason why there's still primer there is because I've got a rail, of course, that goes all the way through. I'm not too worried about removing that there. I was staying off the edge. I'll be dealing with that later when the boat's upright. But look at this. One of my subscribers generously donated a brand new 9404 sander, 4-inch wide belt, and it tore this. Now, when you're using a tool, there's using a tool, but when you learn how to cheat a little bit, work gets done even faster. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I was flat sanding this, you know, with the sander flat on the surface, and I was sanding it, and then by accident, I was sitting down here somewhere doing the bottom, and I actually accidentally took the sander as I went up. I tilted it back just a little bit, and it just cleaned the fiberglass right one shot. So I did that little hoppy thing all the way down the side, and it removed this stuff like in minutes. So I got about 6 hours in. The first day I got about halfway, right about here. So I got about halfway the first day. And the only reason why I stopped for it, I'll be honest with you, even though you're sanding up and down with the machine like this, okay? And then I did that little up thing, that little pop a wheelie with it, where the back rollers, all the weight's on the back roller, and it just shaved that stuff right off, right down level. And all my high spots, this is a seam, like it's 99% gone. That machine is the way to go. You got to use a belt sander, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. I had a seam here, almost invisible. Flat. Look at that, eh? Took it down. Here's another one here. You can still see the shape of it, but it's 99.9% flat. Now there's spots like this. I went a little deep, and Oh, look at that. That's my work flying by. Can you see that plane up there? Yeah, that's a King Air 200. I refuel them at the airport for the ambulance services. Well, look at that. That's a seam too. I can hardly see it. This one came out really good. Very satisfied. Look at that. Beautiful. Now this here is where I started to hit the fiberglass mat. I stopped right there. I didn't want to go any lower than that. Excuse me. Look at that. Here's another seam. I swear to God, like it's 99.9% gone. That sander's a killer sander. You can see some of the swipe marks I got. You see they look like they're going up. That's when I used the sander and I just propped it up just a bit. I bet you about, probably less than a quarter of an inch. And I put the weight on that back roller and it just tore it right off. Now these here, this here, you see that up here? This is actually lower than this section. So I did not grind down because I'm already at the mat right here. You see that? So I'm going to have fill areas here. A little bit of roughness here. You know, I'm going to have fill areas, obviously. I got some down here. Okay, check these ones out. You see those ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5. Those are grinder marks before I glassed it because I went a little heavy on the edge of a 7-inch disc grinder. I think I got some more down here. These are all low spots. So I'm going to have to use a little filler after I reprime this. But look at this whole side, about 6 hours in, and it's stripped. That belt sander just killed this. You know, if I would have started the job with that belt sander, I would have probably had this primed already, filled and primed. Hey, but that's okay. It's done. Look at that. Ain't that just remarkable? This sander saved me so much time and made it possible to just... here's another one here. This is low. I'm going to put a little filler in it after it's primed. You got to do it. This guy too. It'll be reprimed and filled. Look at that. It's not... Now look at this area here. This is where I had all those overlaps. You know, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers here. 2 layers here. A patch went in there. This is 99.9% smooth. Like it's just fantastic. Look at that down the side. It's as nice as it looks. Of course, I got dimples here, which I didn't fill before I started the job. I figure if I have to do it, I'll do it at the end of the job and use the fiberglass to fill the hole to give it a little extra grabbing power. This, I can putty these holes. These are nothing. But look at that. Can you see that? I'm going to get closer. And I'm going into the sun. Bad me. Let's try this. Can you see that? That's a joint right there. That's a joint. That machine just killed it. We'll get a little closer here. I'll try to get a shadow time. Can you see that? Look at that. This side was ugly. This side was totally ugly. It is smooth now. It is so nice to there's a bug. It is just so nice. Look at that. I can rub this all day long. I know that's weird to say. Still got dust on it. I haven't cleaned it down yet. Now I had a few exposed areas like this. What I did is I came out here with CA. And I just coated them with CA. Loctite CA I put on there to really seal that area in case it leaks. It's smooth, it's hard, it's waterproofed. See that? Use a little CA on some spots here and there. Okay guys, so look at that, eh? Ruby, what are you doing, babe? What are you doing, baby? Hey, good girl. She's such a good girl. You know, she's so quiet. But if somebody comes near me, they don't have half a chance. She won't allow them to get close to me. So you usually end up putting her in the house if I have to speak to somebody. And Zeus, he doesn't say anything until the last second. He pounces, so I got to keep him I got to keep Zeus back away from people. I don't want to take a chance. Look at that. I can't get over how nice it is. Still crap all over it. Look at that. I don't know. Let me know if fiberglass dust bothers you guys. This stuff doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't itch. The clothes I was wearing to do this is the clothes I always wear. And I wash the clothes by themselves, obviously. So when you see me out here wearing different colors and different clothes, I have my work clothes, which is I'm applying something. I have fiberglassing clothes. See, that primer is really thick. I'm going to have to break it down next time a bit. I'm going to have to sand this good before I put another coat on it. So I got a rut here. I got to fill that with putty. A little bit of putty here. Not bad. Okay, let's reveal this side. Now this side I did, and I already primed. I had a 3/4 of a quart of primer. And see, I got a little work right here, filler to do in here. But this side here also is immaculate. This is the starboard side. See that? This roughness is all primer. It's really thick primer, and it's really tough to sand. So that's marine primer. You see that there? Can you see that? That I'll have to fill. I have that all the way along the bottom. It looks worse than it is, but it needs filler. A couple of spots here and there. But the grinding part, it's just, see all these little dipples? Filler. But the grinding part is just phenomenal with that grinder. Just beautiful. Came out pretty good. See, a couple of more dibbles here. Zeus, trying to get in on this, bud? Hey, you trying to get in on this? Yeah, big ape. Yeah, big ape. Yeah, Ruby, leave that. Hey, don't take that stick, girl. That's not good. No, that's used wood. Hey, no, hey, put that. Hey, let me see that. Oh no, there's. Hey, come back here with that. Come back here this way. Go around. Go in. Good, smart girl. Zeus sometimes is not so smart. Hey Zeus, hairy beast. Now here's the last section here. The last section of the sand is here. I may do this today. It's a sunny day today. I'm back to work on Monday. So if I got this sanded down, all the sanding for now will be done. There's some more of that whitewash. I don't know what that is. I'm still not convinced. See, I got this here. I want to show you this. This is the starboard side. The stem side here. Lap in here. I showed you these before. Lap right there. And one lap down there. But I'm not worried anymore. That grinder, I keep on calling it a grinder. That 4-inch belt sander is going to kill this really good. See, I don't know. I got raised spots in here. Like, this side's not bad, but you see right there? Look at this, like this. I don't know if that's just resin buildup or what. I got lines here. You can see it. That's just resin buildup. That's weird. Because there's nothing. If this wood was perfectly flat when I applied the fiberglass on here. This is a nice side here. This is a real nice side here. But some of it, like in here, I don't know why I got these heavy extrusions of glass here. Or resin, I should say. You see, here's another one here. But that machine is going to take it right out. Here, see, there's my sand line. I finished that. Okay, so this is the starboard side. Look how heavy that... Look at that primer, how heavy that primer is. Definitely going to have to give it a bit of a sanding before I put in more primer. And I will be reducing the primer again. I don't need these lines in here. Look at that. That primer was heavy. I thought it was going to dry and go flat. It doesn't really go flat. And I was using a brush. But look at that. That's just awesome. 4-inch belt sander, guys. Look at this. This is beautiful. That was just so labor intense. And now with that machine, thank you very much. Look at that. I can touch this all day long. I'm so happy with it. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You gonna eat the wood? Hey. Oh, there comes Zeus. Hey, take it easy, buddy. I tell you, a hairy little monster you are. So there you go, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. I came out here to show you that it took me about 6 hours to grind this all flush as much as I humanly possible. There are definitely going to be the odd spots where I'm going to have to putty it when I reprime it, and I'm going to reduce the primer a bit. I used a little mineral spirits and it reduced the little bit I had left when I was touching up this bottom edge all the way through here and the other side. So it can be reduced, so I'll be doing that. I'm going to put a little spot of CA in here for now, just to make sure the weather doesn't get under it. But there you go. Zeus, that's Ruby's block. What are you doing? He's a thief. Oh, well, she switched to the stick now. Unless she's taking the stick to go and hit him to get her block back. Who knows? This dog's smart sometimes. Real smart. Okay, guys. Flip you around here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you all? Happy to see that you're still here with me. I still have 73 subscribers. Thank God, I love it. I really hope I'm bringing you all something that you can use. I know I'm not doing 100% the right way, maybe, but it is getting done. I have done everything I have done here by myself. I've had no help. Pretty quiet neighborhood around here these days. I think most of the people I know have already gone and left this town. Yeah, I think it's a town of 6,000. It's a small town. You go drive through fast, you go right by it. So anyway, there's that sand job of mine. I just, one again, that belt sander, thank you very much. It's one of those things where it makes you or breaks you. And it's fantastic because it's done. It's a lot of work physically, but it works. Like, it does the job without killing yourself, which is great. Look at that, eh? I'm so pleased with it. So hopefully by the end of August, I'm going to be able to pick up maybe 2 or 3 quarts of primer and some reducer. And I'm going to coat this for the winter, and I'll see how many coats on it. I'd like to get 2 coats of primer on it. I'll be happy with that. And wrap it up, because I won't be out here in September because it gets cold, and I'm getting old and cranky, and I don't like to work in the cold. I do that as a living, fueling airplanes at 30 below zero, 25 below zero. You're out there, you still got to fuel these planes. They bring patients in every day. They bring patients, people that need assistance at the hospital from the rural areas out there up north. And yeah, we got to be there to fuel those planes. So I work in the cold all winter. And believe me, after you've done that for a while, the last thing you want to do is go work out in the cold. Especially, it's like a mechanic never works on his own car, right? There's a reason for it. So anyway, it is all sanded down. It's beautiful. It's as smooth as I can get it. All those ridges I had on it are gone. They're all gone. And I hope you can only see that compared to my other videos. If you haven't seen them, go back into my videos. Come back and take a look at this. That belt sander is the way to go. So if you're working on a project and you're having problems with the fiberglass and finishing it, the only thing I can tell you right now is you need a 4-inch belt sander. And this sander being Vertibal's feed, I hope I'm saying that right, it's a real necessity, and I'll tell you why. At high speed, you don't want to try this on high speed. You don't need high speed. And most of the other grinders, when you pull the trigger, they go. Now, the belt sander that was given to me, brand new out of the box, is a variable speed. So there's a button on the side. I think I can slow it down to 600 RPM. And that was perfect for doing what I did. It gave it enough time to sand it without burning it or putting holes into the finish. Thanks, Mike. I got one person right now to thank for my success here, and that's Mike. Mike doesn't know me, and I do not know Mike. But he was kind enough to help me out, and he did it in a big way. I just got to say it again. That is just smooth there. That's just crazy. So anyway, this is Dan with Dan's 30-foot dory build. I'm right on schedule now. So next summer will be, if I don't get the putty done this year, which I don't think I will, you know, filling all the little screw holes and stuff, it may have to wait till next summer. But next summer, this winter, I will purchase the paint. I've got 6 months to buy materials. Unfortunately, it takes a while for me to get those materials, and I won't get into that, but I will get them by spring. And I will dig up the colors I want to make this, the bottom paint, the top paint, and the nice little line going down the middle. So what color, I don't know. I'll see what I can get. I want to sort of make it pop a little. And then the big flip. And I'll try to videotape the flip. I think it's going to be a crazy job. But I got to figure this, I got to figure out how to flip this beast. It weighs approximately 2,800 pounds right now as it sits. So that's pretty heavy. 2,800 pounds. What was I thinking when I started building this? Okay, so this is Dan's 30-foot dory build. Thanks for stopping in. I hope this encourages you to, I don't know, if you haven't bought tools yet, get a belt sander. And oh yeah, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. I took this down with 60 grit, which Mike was kind enough to send along with that grinder. I had gotten that parcel later in the day. So 60 grit, just tore this like crazy. Then I buffed over it with a Palm orbital sander with 80 grit, just to clean up the edges on it, buff it up a little bit, and now it's ready for primer. Okay, I just almost forgot to tell you that. What are you guys doing under there? Hey, you sniffing something out? Hey, big guy. All right. Hey, Ruby. Ruby's my three-legged wonder. She's a little closer to me than Zeus is. Oh, Jesus, that chain hurt. Oh, Jesus. Zeus, don't walk around me in circles with a chain on you. My God. One's on a rope, one's on a chain. 73 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Check out this video. If you haven't seen my other videos, check them out. And subscribe if you're watching this. I really appreciate it. You know I do. Till my next video. Take care now. Thank you very much.